My rent is 27. That I got two boys underage that need new J's. Lord class. Plus 27.
New J's. New
New
J's.
J's. I need a new car with insurance of 100 plus 100. Nail tech 75.
Man
75.
having calculator.
I want a personal allowance of 600. So 600 per month. Groceries
Personal
1,000.
allowance.
1,000. I like to shop every week. I would like to stop working and I would like to have the house professionally cleaned at least once a week. So her value is 4,824 times
Per
that
month?
by per month. So times that by 12, she's worth about 57,880. So she's a minimum wage person. She's a very, that's her value. Her value is 57,000 for the year.
Okay.
She's cheap. She's cheap because guess what? No, you see, I say it already and I'll say it again. I've said it in many episodes before. A man will treat you based on the value and see you put by yourself. Now,
Okay.
me do that the math saying on my head. I'll give her to her. She's honest. Right? She tell you what she want, and if you choose to accept that, you is a damn idiot. But at
Right.
this point, this woman is a flipping fool. Because this just a show me, all right, you're a transaction. So all I will do is give you a transactional relationship. Not in a relationship. I'll just give you transaction for whatever it is I want. So
Right.
if it's 2 months me want to have sex with you for, that'll cost me $8,000 a month. For 2 months. But the truth is, I don't think she even worth $8,000. So which man really pick up himself and go into that right now? And this is the thing that puzzles me. I don't know if it's social media or what, but I feel like people just are allowed to say all kind of garbage now because it either sound good or they feel empowered by it. So
Yeah,
you
dead
put up a
dog.
little picture and you look okay. So you feel so because you look a certain way. Like you're a prostitute. No. So me have to give it to no, I'll give it to her. I'll give it to her and I respect her because guess what? She put it out there and you have to ask her what you want. So if she asks you what she want and so me I gonna cut her a check with $8,000. Listen, I want you for 2 months. And I'll
Right.
give you $8,500 for 2 months. And for the 2
Right.
months, these are the list of activities that you need to perform for me. And they
Right.
won't be very to the book.
What do you mean by that?
Right.
Because it's a transaction at this
Right.
point.
So in
Like,
other words, she requests something, so you should
exactly.
request something
Because
as well.
first and foremost, as me say, this woman don't want a man. She want a little benefactor with weak boundaries. And this woman a clown. This woman like, and a matter of fact, your grocery $1,000. Grocery $1,000.
Remember, say Anna, she alone, you know, so she and she two little boys.
Nail shop $75. Here $100. Anyway, back again with another episode.
Now the man we put the calculator rather. No, but it no man, for real. Let's be for real.
Brother,
So
these are the things that we're dealing with right now, which is why I had a conversation with somebody the other day and I said, listen, I am sorry for the generation coming in so many ways. For one, they're going to be extremely dunce. Apart from them being extremely, because they won't be able to think. AI going to do everything for them. They're going to be extremely dunce. And believe me, I believe the robot them are going to take over because they're just teaching the AI every damn thing. Anyway,
yeah.
they're going to be extremely dunce and they will value nothing. Because there's no way you can value yourself as a woman and put that online. Because again, I am just going to look at you as a commodity. I can pick you up off the shelf. You are literally worth $57,000 for the year. That's all I'm going to think of. You're worth $4,500 for the month. And that's all I look at you as. $4,500 as a month. Now, if I'm a man that just can afford that and want to just see you and just dog you out for 2 months, I'll give you what you want. And at that point, you can't call me bad at that point because you put it out there. You put that you labeled yourself. You put a price tag on it. I am worth $55,000 a year, 4,500 for the month. Where's the value behind that? My mother never have a price tag on it. The woman that
So
raised us up never have a price tag on it.
Grimday, what's the hourly rate for that? I think
Let me
it.
break it down. Yeah, it seems so right now you can't even break it down less than a month and say you want to buy hour. You want her by the hour.
Daily
Right?
paid.
Bro. It blow my mind.
Ah, my gosh.
I heard all of that, and it doesn't really sound like it's a relationship. It simply just sounds like a transaction on a sheet. You know, you set up the are these hurdles? Is this what it looks like to set your standard? Is that what it is? Is this the end point of living in a sort of a reality where everything is commoditized? So now you have to put a dollar figure to, well, your price of admission, basically. Is this what it is?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's we live in a capitalist society. The great philosopher Weezy F. Baby said it, and money is more important than the person. That's what it is. We see each other as commodities. I have a little bit of a hot take. Every relationship is transactional.
It is.
Every relationship is transactional, whether the transaction is time, energy, effort, acts of service.
It is.
In this case, it's a dollar figure.
4,500 for the month.
To be specific, to be specific. But is it? What I want to ask y'all is like why is it so comfortable, or why? When did we get to the point where someone can say comfortably that these are the things monetarily I need?
Because it's out there. They see it every day online. It's out there. And the women that they see doing these behaviors seem to be stupid men like us who are actually, when I say like us, I mean men who are actually endorsing this lifestyle because them won't be like, no. If we as men weren't paying this any attention, they couldn't be doing it. But the fact of the
Yeah.
matter is we're doing this. So we
Yeah.
are in part to be blamed too, because we should have looked on her now and nobody not pay her no mind.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the difference is we are not doing that.
Yeah.
You understand? We are engaging in it. And because we're engaging it, the younger generation of women are seeing it and it looks like, okay, this is what's happening. These are the women that seems to be getting along in life.
Right.
So
Right.
that is what is happening. If you want that type of life, that is what you have to do.
Mm.
So we are to be blamed as
We are
much
part
as
of the
they are.
problem.
We are a part of the problem too. Because
Yeah.
we're supposed to just look on her now and just say, "Sure." And nobody not pay her no mind. And if nobody not pay her no mind, guess what? Our entire thing have to change. Because she go see the women now that are getting the attention. And the women who we actually spend $4,000 or $5,000 per month without them labeling themselves.
Mm.
So it is funny.
So essentially, there's a market, and she's seeking to fill a certain demand in that market because, whether or not we like it, there are men who they prefer this very superficial level of relationship where it is very cut and dried. It is that contractual where it's like, all right, what is your going rate? I can afford you. But we just cut through all of the hoops, the riddles, because ultimately, if we are just to look at this from the bare perspective of a woman or her in that particular woman in this situation, she ultimately wants to get to a place where her man does these things for her. if you have this very frank conversation about what your expectations are, you cut through a lot of the games you have to play about, dating. You have to present yourself a certain way. You have to
Yeah.
start to curate a certain image. But when you have this very frank and straight up conversation, you avoid all of that. So it's a way to cheat the game. And I feel like the reaction to this is, whether or not we like it, people don't like cheaters. We feel like if we're playing by a certain set of rules, when you see somebody trying to circumvent those rules, you sort of have a visceral reaction to it. Like, yo, I'm putting in the work. I'm presenting a certain personality towards you that I feel you might find attractive.
That
I
no
am
work,
showing
brother.
you. I am showing you my.
That no work. You need to cut the
Hold
check.
on,
Cut the check. 4,500.
but that's
Cut the
it.
check.
But that's it. That's it. This is sort of like a shortcut. So even though we might turn our noses up at this woman and at this list, whether or not it's real, the fact is some people feel like we know what the game is, so let's just skip all of that. Can you afford me? This is my price. You can? Alright, let's go. And it's as simple as that, but it in things like these, it speaks to a sort of decay in relationships, in how we approach relationships, or how we ascribe value to relationships. And we're ultimately at this point now because we have moved away from a sort of value-based system. We attach monetary values to things now, like this woman looks like she might be expensive, and we speak of them in these terms. We say, oh, this woman looks high maintenance, so I'm going to avoid her. This woman looks simple and down to earth, so she may not press me for money that I may not have. And they might make the argument and say, oh, only broke men complain about these things because you cannot afford these women, and so you would like to have a shot at this
We don't need
woman.
to afford it.
I feel like that's how they view it, What do you guys think?
I mean, for somebody, I mean, for most of my academic journey, I've had to study like romantic relationships and marriages and polyamorous unions and all of those things. And to be honest, I think she is going back to that place where we looked at relationships. All right. So when two people got married, the family had to give a dowry to the woman's family or the man's family based on the culture had to give a dowry, how much ever that was, which signaled what you thought the value of the union was, and sort of kind of the value of the individual as well, right? If you grew to love the person after, that was fine. But that was not prerequisite, right? Could it be now that we are getting back to a time where we are being pragmatic, saying yes, can love you, can vibe and all of that, but to be honest, these are the things that I have and I'm responsible for. These are the things that I like, and I must credit women for being a lot clearer about what they want and what they don't want. I think as men, we are a lot more flexible or loose when it comes to what we want. We like, what do you want? Anything. I just,
So we need to
basic
start
things.
put a price tag out there, because I know what I want right now. I'm going to start make a list.
Yeah, I mean,
That's where it's
and yeah, and I've already seen like men putting out lists as parodies and all of those things. But for real, what do you want from a relationship, right? I do feel like it needs to be clear. Should you put that out publicly? I don't think so. And I think things like Pop the Balloon or my favorite show, Love Island, and stuff like that have made these things more acceptable, where someone can say, hey, yo, these are the things I need. I don't have time to waste, right? And I also think that based on where she is in life, she's a mother, which is why she said, before you slide in my DMs, which I think really means what she's
before
really
you
saying is,
before you come talk to me.
I
Like
don't have time
I
to
don't have
waste.
the time
So
to waste.
yeah, let's not
Yeah.
let's not do this dance of messaging me and you telling me you like me and all of that, and then I have to reveal that I have 2 children, and
Yeah.
then that's what I was saying. Like let's just skip through all of that, right?
Yeah. Don't talk to me if
Whoever,
you have $4,500.
don't talk to me if you, yeah, exactly, if you don't have $4,500, $5,000, because these are the things that I want. Whether it's realistic is something else, right?
Yeah.
Everybody, but I do feel like everybody wants something that is unrealistic. But I mean, you have to aim. But I do feel like it comes across as a job offer. You know,
Yeah.
she should have posted on LinkedIn. Indeed, she
No,
should have posted on.
she'll get applicants. Of course, she'll get applicants. You have a probationary period, 3 months. So, me no need to have the 55,000 for the year. I mean,
You said
me
trial,
can
brother.
trial.
Brother.
Yeah.
No, you said like joking, brother. All right, listen. Do you remember there was a time Tinder didn't exist or online dating, right? Everything is subscription now. I would not be surprised if relationships start becoming subscription based.
Yeah.
Yeah, laugh.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like you take a subscription. What's the car? What's the car site where you can rent like high end vehicles? Turo, right, brother? And you say you mentioned the thing about the computer AI. We are getting to a time, we say like joke. We are getting to a time with this just might be the common thing. This is the buy-in. This is what I need. Let's do this. Let's do a trial of this relationship for 3 months. You have it?
Yeah. And I feel
If
like
after 3 months, you're not keep up, then
And the
you drop off.
subscription? No.
it's I feel like
But
there might also be room for payment plans. Like, all right, can we just my budget is a little tight right now.
Yo,
pay,
no.
pay, pay later.
Pay
Affirm.
later.
A firm Klarna, but and that's a whole other market for entrepreneurship right there.
Yeah.
See people that buy clothes and something off layaway. Chrome Hearts, me see people that spend it like
Put your relationship on layaway.
Yeah. And listen, there is a song. This woman says, "I wish that a marriage license was just like a driver's license," and there is a school of thought that people feel that we should sort of engage in short-term rentals of these relationships. Let's put a lease to it. Ringo, you're the realtor, so you can speak to this better than I can.
Say, when you said that a while ago, like it have me a thing. Can you imagine though? What if
the light bulb go up on the front of my head?
What if after 5 years your your marriage expire and you have to renew it?
But that's why they call it renewal of vows. It's not that.
Yo, we're laughing because I'm thinking about it. What percentage of people would
renew it? Renew the subscription?
No.
True something. I drew something.
If after 5 years, and let's just say if after 5 years there's no implication of not renewing it, meaning you're not end up with no prenup, you're not end up with no splitting assets, nothing because you did your 5 years, so just expire.
Yeah.
How many people would look at their spouses and be like, "Yo, peace
out, yeah,
peace out"? I will laugh about it, but I'm pretty sure if we post that question, I think we should do that. Post that question on our IG for the entire week and see the answers that we get.
How many people
would renew their relationships or their marriages after 5 years if it expires?
And listen, there is always the possibility of re-entering into a contract once the terms are more favorable.
Yeah,
5 years,
renegotiate.
5 years
Then
from
that the
the
sports
start.
player them do, man. After the 5 years, your max deal, make we have a negotiation. Is it?
But I'm
Yeah,
here
Oh,
thinking, and I'm here really thinking if this is a
you
bad
come in
thing.
for a Supermax contract, bro.
yeah, a supermax contract. Me do me 5 years. This is how much me deliver. Me
Yeah,
provide everything. Me cover everything. Safety. Me beat up two man. We try raid the house and all of them someday. Me think me ready for a supermax contract now. Like
yeah.
what is?
And what? And you negotiate the terms. What
But
if?
but
Listen,
again,
we're getting
what do you
deeper.
want?
We're
What do you
getting deeper
want?
into
Yo,
this.
like my
What if?
mind is literally going all over the place right now. I
Yeah,
truly
no,
understand.
no. What? We're getting deeper into this. What if we have relationship agents? So listen, my contract has expired. My agent will be dealing with negotiations, so as not to let this get personal. So you cannot speak to me throughout the negotiation period.
So,
Speak to my agent,
me
and
want
once
look,
the terms are
me,
negotiated,
me want LeBron agent. Me
Rich
want
Paul.
Rich Paul. Me want Horsford. Me want them man the agent. Anybody way in the league still and still I get big money. Them the agent. Me want. Yo, Rimsey, the gears
Rimsey
really a
gone.
turn.
Rimsey gone. Rimsey gone, brother.
The man gears a turn, dog. The
Rimsey gone.
man.
Oh
New,
my
What?
God.
new market, but you know, while that listen, these are very important questions to consider. But I feel like there's a part of this conversation that speaks to the nature of unrealistic expectations in relationship, which is the
Mm,
other side of the coin here, because a lot of the times I feel like there's a certain cognitive dissonance that exists with people who have certain expectations, relationship expectations, and the options that they reasonably have.
mm,
So you might find somebody saying, all right, or a woman saying, I want a partner who, he makes, for example, USD $300,000 a year. He does this, he does that. But the people you are around daily, they don't make anywhere close to that money. It creates a sort of dynamic where you may possibly become jaded, but more importantly, you constantly filter out options that are more realistic to what you see on a daily basis. And they talk about this manifesting thing, like I'm manifesting a six-figure man, I'm manifesting
But
a woman.
but the, from the relationship standpoint, this is where this becomes problematic, right? Let's go back to the money thing. Nothing is wrong with wanting somebody who makes a certain amount of money, but
Mm,
the message that you send to men, especially malleable men who haven't their identity hasn't been completely shaped just
yeah.
yet. You're telling them that the message you're sending is all I need to do is focus on how much money I can make. I don't need to focus on the other areas of my human
Yeah,
development. I don't
yeah,
need to focus on my communicative skills. I
yeah.
don't need to focus on my health. I don't need to focus on any of them, any of those things. All I need to be able to do is to have a certain amount of money and provide the lifestyle that you need. That is where it's problematic for me because that's not healthy, right? From a relationship standpoint or an individual standpoint, right? Because then you can't complain if the man, let's say she does find a man who makes a certain amount of money and all that man is focused on is how to keep and make more money because of course your shopping list said these are the things you want. The trade-off is the man just might be focused on making that money. So can you then complain if the man not emotionally checked in? Right? Can you complain if the man is not a good communicator or he doesn't comfort you or he's not around
Yeah,
most of the time?
that wasn't in the prerequisites.
That wasn't it. You understand me? That was not in the job description, right? So you can't complain. And if it is that the man can afford, the reality is, if you say him now do all of these other things that were in the fine print that he never knew he had to provide, him just go find somebody else. Like Rimsey said, it's become normalized. So him just go shopping again. Him just go walk down the grocery aisle,
Grab another can, a
grab
cheaper can.
a cheaper can. Or so, yeah, me love me love the analogy, right?
Grab a cheaper can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's not going to say, okay, this person left me because I wasn't around or I couldn't communicate. Since I look everywhere and money is still the thing that is the priority,
But
just I go find somebody just willing to
you,
work with it.
you know,
You know?
you said something earlier on, and it have me I think. And you said maybe we as men, we just free for y'all. We don't really have no list or nothing like that. And when you say it, me really sit down and I think about it, and I say like, have we ever we just accept anything or we just work with what we like? I can't say that I've said, okay, I need this, I need this, I need
No,
this, I need that. I
no,
need this. You need to come with 34B, 34A, your waist need to be 28, your butt need to be this, you need to have that,
no,
that.
no.
You need to like I don't think it has, and again, I can speak for myself and maybe you guys as well, and probably some other men out there, but maybe it is happening, but I don't know. I don't think I don't think I've been seeing men out there putting out this is what they want, because guess what? You know, it's already painted like the woman is a prize, so
Right,
you should just run after her because she's
right,
just
right, right.
sexy and this, and
Yes,
you should
yes,
be glad to have her because she will
yes.
give you
Yeah,
good sex and does look good in your house
right.
But
and
Yeah,
stress you out.
yeah,
I also feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
an extension of that argument,
So
is
maybe we
not
need to do some
yes,
listening
relatively,
now.
but it's not so much. That's a part of it, but there's also another reality to it where a lot of men are just cheap. Like we are super flexible with any kind of standard that we might have, and women know this. Women know that a lot of men are easy. Like you might have a certain, all right, this is what I want, but then
But
you go into
but but here I go now. Like, and I'm sure you've seen this. The moment you become too vocal about what you need, you start hearing things like you want to control a woman's life.
yeah,
You know, accept the woman as she is, or how dare you even say that these are the things you want, or you're gay. You understand me? So the moment you become too vocal about the things that you need as a man, the tribe says, yeah, ask for too much.
yeah,
So I think a lot of men just resort to saying, no man, anything I want, whatever I get, me great as long as, and going back to the first episode, then we get back to saying we just want peace as a couple, because
yeah.
if we really tell you all of the things that we need, you might be offended, you might be taken aback, all of these things. Yeah, Rimsey.
You might be overwhelmed.
I think
Yes. Mm.
I think as you said that a while ago, and it bring me back. I don't know if it was the first episode we have where I asked a question and I said, really and truly, men tell each other the truth. I
Mm-hmm.
will tell each other the vague and the most honest truth about
Unfiltered. Yes. Uh-huh.
unfiltered about our relationships. But can men and women actually be as unfiltered and blatantly honest with them partner
Mm.
as how we are with our friends? Because I feel like there are things women will tell their girls that they'll never come to their men and tell them. And there are probably things we will say to our brothers, but we're just not gonna say to a woman for whatever reason. And when you said what you said a while ago, it clicked back in my mind, and I'm like, yo, maybe maybe we need to get to that stage where we can honestly have certain conversation. I think you said you're at that stage where you can do it, Stefan, and I think Natu had said it away. But the thing is, how many of us out there
Mm-hmm.
actually can do that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you know, all of this coming right back even into that article. This is not something that is just happening. The truth is, it normally happened before, but on a lower scale. And at that time, it was certain type of women who could dictate this type of narrative. Let's say you're a celebrity or a woman of certain financial status. You don't want to be dating down, or you want somebody who can maintain that. But now, and I may get slaughtered for this, but now you see every kind of woman. I put it out there, so it's a norm. I don't normally scroll social media, but I did scroll it the other day. I think there's this talk show named Jeffrey or Jaffrey, and then they have some girl on it. Think it name talk the things them are something like that. I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I want talk show host at Jamaica, and them they have a girl on it, and
Oh,
she a talk
toxic talk, man. Toxic
toxic
talk.
talk. Yeah. So the girl did online and she had taught all the things that she want and whatever, and then I think eventually she had to put out an apology because apologize to her parents or whatever online. And I'm like, I mean, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, but when I look when I look at some of these women that say some of these things and what they're saying, I look upon you from up to down. Look, nothing is wrong with dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
We all dream.
Yeah,
But when I look
it
at you
forces
up
you
to
to
down,
start looking at them
yeah, when I look at you
like
up to
that.
down
Yeah,
now, I mean,
yeah,
you are gonna tell me, say you want this, that.
yeah,
I mean, look upon you up to down. And you don't even look.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
do you see though, like even with
yeah.
that perspective, do you see that even we ourselves ultimately come back to that point where we sort of have this mindset like, yo, are you worth this? Like
Because
you
Yeah,
it
don't
pushes
look
you to
like
do
you are
that.
worth
yeah.
it.
It pushes you to.
It
It
pushes
pushes
you
you to
to
do
look
that.
at you like that.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like when I look at a house as a realtor. When I look at a house and I go in a house and I'm on have a list price of $1 million, and I walk dead in that house and she said that house don't worth $300,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially, yeah, because I mean that's not your first, because if you see a house, you might say that house nice from the outside. You're not thinking list price and all of that. But
Precisely.
once the person puts a price on it, then you are forced to say, nah, that
You,
yeah, yeah,
you know,
that no, yeah.
you can probably carry me from point A to point B.
All right, yeah. And I need that. And I need that.
What is the life on your battery?
Yeah, yeah,
What's
yeah,
the life
yeah,
on your battery?
yeah,
What's the health status?
yeah,
How
yeah,
often the oil change? For you for
yeah.
that request them thing, is your filter good?
Yeah, yeah. But think about it. Just imagine a world where a man said, "All right, I need a woman not taller than 5'8". She cannot be more than 190. She needs to bring at least 50% of
She
the
needs to be a
income to the,
virgin. She needs to
yes,
have no pitney.
yes. Blonde hair, at least 2 degrees.
Your teeth for perfect.
Just imagine this.
You have a certain shade of white teeth.
No, man, you'd get canceled.
Suppose we start do that. What kind of
You'd get
society we are
cancelled.
gonna live
No,
in?
no, there would be no society. You'd get cancelled. That
Mm.
that
If I run an experiment tomorrow morning and put that in my status, the amount of people block me, report me,
yeah,
me
man,
go viral,
yeah, man,
and then
yeah,
you go
man,
hear say me a
yeah,
master misogynist.
yes, for sure. Because of course, because
And that is
it's
just running a social experiment.
yes, yeah, because of course, yeah,
But I feel like that is a problem that we're facing now. We're even sorry for even the kids growing up, because I don't think they'll know what authentic relationships are. We go back to the chat GPT part. I was around a friend, and bro, I swear to you, the girl and her boyfriend have a problem, and the girl copy, screenshot the conversation with she and her boyfriend and put it in a chat GPT, and chat GPT provide the girl with a response to send to her boyfriend.
more cause about road.
And I sat down there and I was I'm gonna try it myself. I'm gonna go create one, bro. That's what
No,
I'm saying to you. Like, I'm saying, like, these going forward, it's going to be
yeah,
very sad,
you know,
because I feel like authenticity is dying.
we need, we need to have we need to have an episode about that in terms of tech and the impact of relationships.
Oh, for sure.
That is a hell of a topic that we need because as you said that there, I never thought about that, but just saying just that example means it might be a lot more common than we think.
It
Sure.
is a thing.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
And it
Yeah.
can't be genuine, because if she never mean that, she just send that to him, so him probably read that, right?
Yeah.
Suppose it's an apology.
Yeah, right.
Let's just
Yeah,
hypothetically say it's an apology. I should read it and say, okay, sound good.
yeah,
That's not genuine. That's not coming from
yeah.
you.
So, yeah, man. So, right now, it's three people in that relationship: she, the man, and GPT.
Yeah, right. And like an extension of that is, I thought that emotional atrophy that happens when
Hmm.
you don't do the
Detach.
labor, you don't
Yeah,
do the labor that is required to grow.
yeah,
But that's for another episode. I would
yeah,
just like to ask you guys that would you respond to that post?
yeah. To the
And
fellas, would you respond to this post? And
yeah,
how would you respond to this post? And to the ladies, do you have your before you DM me list? And if you
Well,
do, share it with us. I want
drop
to
it
see
in the
it. Yeah,
comments.
please. Yeah, so
Drop it in
don't
the
forget
comments.
to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube page. We're trying to grow the community. It's not just truth; it's men's truth. Um, it's a lot to unpack. Um, so let's keep it going. This is what episode
4, 3,
this
4, 1.
I,
one of them, right?
all
So
I don't know which episode. All I
at this
know is
point,
just
but
legendary.
legendary. All right.
Bro.
Peace, bros. Peace, people.
Yeah. All right.